Greetings, Dr. Joseph Martin. Happy to have you with me yet again. This is an amazing day, amazing times we live in. Our topic for ourselves today is purifying spiritual psychological fire, developing love and courage. Now, it's interesting in the changes that are going on our planet today. In the history of all humanity's civilizations that have come and gone and come and gone, it's always been the case when there is increasing uh, desolation, spiritual desolation, psychological torment, too much ego, too much evil, and all these things going on. And this has happened so many times. It's happened in the time of Zoroaster, 8,000 years ago, and then Rama came to the Hindu tradition and peoples, and then Krishna came, and then Ramakrishna came, and Buddha came, and then of course there was Moses and Jesus who came for the Jews, the Christians, and the Muslims in times of great social stress when there was just basically too much evil going on. And of course, we have that famous song we sing these days, "You've got to change your evil ways." I guess that's for all of us, isn't it, really? These are, what happens in times when civilization gets too overextended or expanded and people start feeling that there's too much competition, they're not getting what they need, it's all out of basic ego and insecurity and so on, then that's when evil starts to take a hold of people individually and in social ways. And this is just yet one more cycle of social change when these things happen. Kukulkan came to the Mayans, and Quetzalcoatl came to the Aztecs and the Toltecs. Deganawideh came to the Haudenosaunee, the six Iroquois nations, and Milarepa came to the Tibetan Buddhists, and on and on and on and on. And of course, great spiritual teachers and masters come with purifying spiritual fire and new messages of hope and peace, and certainly about love and sisterhood, brotherhood. And it's a time for dude restoration. I was walking down along the lagoon the other day here in Victoria, and there was a sign that said dune restoration. They're changing the habitat and making sure that the bioregional plants can stay there where they're meant to be. And I thought, geez, it really means it's about dude restoration. We all need to, all the dudes in the world need to restore their own spiritual fire and their psychological trueness. In any case, this is another time in which we find ourselves. And again, there's an impulse and a compulsion necessarily to create this time of spiritual fire and psychological fire within us to heal, to grow, to move forward, to expand, and to create some equality of the sisterhood and the brotherhood of all the one great human family that we are together as one. So, how is this done, and how can this best be done now in our time in the 21st century, as we are yet moving into another new civilization as this one falls apart? Well, there's a number of ways. The mantras that could be used worldwide by every individual, and of course, remember, change starts with every individual first. If it ain't going on in your heart, it ain't going to happen between you and other people. So we got to get ready ourselves, get ready, brothers and sisters, fire it up, get up, stand up for our human heart rights, and do some inner work and do some change. Spiritually, it's been said by Babaji Nagaraj and many other great teachers worldwide these days, the one great mantra, at least in the Hindu Sanskrit tradition, that would work most efficiently is Aum Namaha Shivaya. Aum Namaha Shivaya. Aum Namaha Shivaya. You can check it out online. There's some great music that goes with that particular mantra by all sorts of wonderful people. And Krishna Das has a live version of it that I tend to listen to a lot of the time, and it's amazing. So let's do that. You might want to listen to that. Another one that you can do is just use in English, I purify myself and become one with all that is. I purify myself and become one with all that is. I purify myself and become one with all that is. Now, when you want to do some visualization, work with color, the violet ray, Saint Germain and the violet ray, is most efficient and supportive in healing and creating that spiritual fire of the violet ray. As well, you can use the rainbow bridge, which we're all connecting to at this time. The rainbow bridge is this. The rainbow, the one end of the rainbow starts in the source, in the outer world, in the universe, in the cosmos, in the center of all that is the great metagalactic central sun. And the other end of the rainbow is right there in your heart. So you can feel and see and hear, smell, taste, and intuit and know that rainbow is right in your heart, and it's just going to make you glow. And the pot of gold is the gold in your heart, the soul gold that's in your heart. Your soul is pure gold. You're going to love it, feel it, get with it, you know. And you can sing that song, this girl's on fire, this man's on fire. Psychologically speaking, along with the spiritual fire, the psychological fire is just get fired up about being alive. The beauty of being in a human body yet again and being part of creation, getting here with all your sisters and brothers to switch it up and make some differences in your life and change and be co-creative and charitable and kind and empathetic and compassionate and connect as your tribe and do some good for one another, give each other some space, some boundaries, some healthiness, and do all the right things for yourself and for one another. Sit there and listen to your brother or sister when they need some support and help, and just kind of really be there with love in your heart and connect that way. That's the psychological fire. You can turn all your depression into fortitude, your hatred, if you have any, or judgment, into love, and your fear into stalwart, absolute power of strength of spirit and heart and soul. All the things that are pulling you down, you kind of switch it up, turn it around 180 degrees, transmute it, transform it, turn it into the most positive value and feeling and attitude and experience and action that you can possibly be. This is what it means to be psychologically on fire. Be creative, artistic, musical, whatever your gifts are, put it out there for everyone else to be inspired by and enjoy and connect with you through that modality of your spiritual, psychological, creative fire. So this is what we're going to be all doing together. Make it playful, make it fun, make it a lot of joy and immense amount of laughter that we're all experiencing these days as we turn it all around. We're co-creating a whole new civilization. Only we as humans can do this because we created this mess. We can actually turn it into a miracle and into magic and magnetically, massively move forward in the best possible way and create a mountain of difference in your heart and in the hearts of all people on the planet. We'll see you again soon, God willing. All love, all blessings, switch it up. Enjoy the journey every step of the way, just every now moment. God bless.